Hey there, and welcome back. Go on, take a quick look at what you're wearing right now. A t-shirt, maybe? Some jeans? Whatever it is, there's a really good chance you're wearing cotton. And believe it or not, that simple, everyday fabric, well, it connects you directly to this ancient, totally world-changing story.
I mean, what if the most important stories aren't just tucked away in history books? What if they're actually woven into the things we use every single day? That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to unravel the incredible history of cotton, a fiber that, no exaggeration, literally shaped the world we live in. Okay, so our story kicks off like so many great ones do, with the right plant, in the right place, at exactly the right time. You see, the rise of cotton, it wasn't just some happy accident. Nope, it was the perfect storm of botany and geography.
So the star of our show is a plant called Gossypium, and its real genius, it's all about that soft, fluffy fiber that grows around its seeds. For ancient people, this must have been a total revelation. I mean, here's this renewable material, it's pretty easy to harvest, and it seems almost perfectly designed to be spun into thread. It's amazing.
So you might be asking, why India? Why did cotton's big story start there? Well, it's because the subcontinent was basically the perfect incubator. It had that warm climate, a nice long growing season, everything the plant needed. But here's the crucial part. The people there already had this incredible knowledge of farming. It was truly a perfect match.
And look, we're not talking about something that happened a few hundred years ago. This timeline really shows you just how deep these roots go. We're talking archaeological evidence of cotton being farmed in the Indus Valley all the way back to 3000 BCE. That's incredible. It was a fundamental part of human history right from the get-go.
But it's one thing to just grow a plant. It is a whole other challenge to turn it into something you can actually use. And that transformation, honestly, it was nothing short of an ancient technological marvel.
Yeah, this quote really hits the nail on the head. The cotton plant itself was just potential. It was human ingenuity, human skill that unlocked all that value. It created this whole complex chain, linking the farmer out in the fields to the weaver working in the city. And let me tell you, this process took some serious skill. Just think about it for a second. First, you've got to grow and harvest the stuff. Then comes the really tedious part, cleaning the fibers, picking out all the seeds by hand. After that, a specialist had to spin it all into a consistent thread. And then, finally, an artisan could weave that thread into cloth. I mean, every single one of those steps demanded deep, specialized knowledge and a ton of hard work. So this whole complex process, it did way more than just make fabric. It had these massive ripple effects. This huge innovation wasn't just about what people wore, it actually helped build some of the very first cities in the world. Just picture it. For a massive, early city like Mohenjo-Daro or Harappa to even exist, let alone thrive, it needs a powerful economic engine, right? It needs a system of production and trade that can support thousands and thousands of people all living in one place. And what was that engine for one of the world's first great civilizations? It was cotton. This one humble plant provided the entire economic foundation that allowed these incredible ancient cities to absolutely flourish. So what made cotton such a game changer? I mean, other fabrics were around, for sure. You had wool, which is great for the cold, but it's heavy, and you had linen. But cotton was lighter, it was softer, and it was so much more breathable. In a hot climate like the one in most of the Indian subcontinent, that wasn't just a nice little luxury, it was a complete revolution in everyday comfort. And that revolution absolutely transformed daily life. Suddenly, people had clothes that were perfectly suited for their own environment. But it went so much further than that. It kicked off new uses for fabric in the home, things like bedding and storage bags. And it supported whole new professions, specialized artisans like spinners and weavers. It basically built an entirely new economy from the ground up. Now, this early mastery of cotton in the subcontinent, well, it wasn't going to stay a local secret for long. This was the very beginning of a global thread, one that would set the stage for cotton's eventual and total takeover of the world. Think about it like this. When a merchant showed up in a faraway land with a roll of Indian cotton, they weren't just selling cloth. They were selling an entire package of knowledge and skill. You had the farmer's labor, the spinner's incredible craft, the weaver's technology. It was all wrapped up in that one valuable product. And you can see right here just how central cotton was to the whole economy. This wasn't some niche luxury item for the rich. No way. It was a true pillar of their society, supporting people's livelihoods at every single level, from the farmers in the fields to the artisans in the cities, all the way to the merchants who traveled and sold it.
And so, what happened in ancient India was this incredible proof of concept. They showed the world that this one remarkable plant could be systematically grown and transformed into cloth that was useful, beautiful, and incredibly valuable. They literally laid the foundation for cotton to become one of the single most important materials in all of human history. Which, brings us right back to where we started. If a single, simple thread in the shirt you're wearing right now can hold a story this massive, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other everyday objects around us are hiding their own incredible, world-changing stories, just waiting for us to unravel them?